welcome back. Today we are going to continue with the same lesson, that is forest using and protecting. We have seen different kinds of aspects related to the forest. Today we are going to talk about a particular things related to laws, rules. So from in earlier classes we have seen the forest during the British period, forest during the Nizam rule. So we will see the change from there is a lot of changes related to the forest laws, forest amendments, tribal rights. So from the 1988 to 2000, 1988 to, sorry, it's not 2000, it is 1988 to 90. It was a lot of changes that has taken place in the forest related laws. Government brought many new laws to protect the forest. First point is, government has realized that forest cannot be protected without the help of the tribals. Whatever, see, our government forest department is doing several things for the protection of forest. But what is the result? Is there any improvement in the forest area? Is there any increase in the forest region? When government gone through the result, they have observed that when the tribals had a control on the forest, it was better than the Department of Forest. So the forest department and the government of India has realized that it is better to take the help of the tribals to protect the forest. They decided that without the help of the forest, it is not possible. It is possible but not up to the mark. So to protect the forest, first of all they have to protect the tribals. Tribals' rights they have to protect. Rights of the tribals over the forest. On the forest they have some rights. They are living in that forest from their ancestors, their forefathers, all they survived in that forest. So suddenly you kick them out, then what happens? Of course they lost their survival, they lost their shelter. At the same time, understand that these are the people, the tribals are the people who are actually protecting, regenerating the forest. If you see the National Forest Policy 1988. National Forest Policy 1988. It describes the active role of the tribals. The primary task should be associated with the tribals. Tribal people should be protected so that the regeneration of the forest can be done. Development of forest, it also gave power, development department of forest to increase the forest area. They gave some powers to the forest department also for the protection of forest. They established village communities. The villages around or nearby the forest, they established some village communities, told them or asked them to look after the forest, to protect the forest. That is, the government thought that it is better to form the village communities to help the forest department to protecting the forest. So the main responsibility of the people is protect the degraded forest, protect the degraded forest and develop the forest. It also prescribed, the 1988 National Forest Policy also prescribed the rights of the forest and the use of the forest. The active participation of the forest, tribals in the forest is very important. They give some programs, afforestation programs, active cooperation between the forest department and the village communities for the revival, for the development of degraded forest. Under this new policy, the forest department expected to collaborate, join hands together, that is forest department, the government and the people, in planting the trees. These communities are followed up, use the grass, allowed to use the grass and other minor products. But at the same time, they were given the responsibility. Come on, you are the people. With the help of forest department, you can restore, regenerate, help the government to increase the forest. So when we look Telangana, when we talk about the Telangana state, they have started a program called as, they actually renamed the same program called as Community Forest Management. Community Forest Management. What it is? Community Forest Management. The total community, now they have to manage in protecting the forest. This program helped bringing the forest department and local communities, local village communities, join hands together, allow the tribals and village communities around the village, around the forest to adopt Podu cultivation, shifting cultivation, and at the same time increase the forest. Forest regeneration was the main target there. During the same time, many tiger sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, animals to be protected. That is possible only by protecting the forest. So you cannot imagine animals without forest. So forest and animals, they are like linked with each other. Forest, increase of forest, then help in the survival of different species of animals. If you go on cutting the forest, what happens? Obviously, many kinds of species of animals may extinct or evaporate, like zero. They may not be seen in future. So it is, we can understand that during the 1988 and 90, the National Forest Policy was adopted, which helped the National Forest Department, the State Forest Department to collaborate with the local village communities. They formed the local village communities to help each other. Tribals, help the tribals, allow the tribals, give the tribals rights properly, which all together finally helped in the protection of the forest. Now in the next class we will discuss about Forest Rights Act 2006.